And I'm working primarily with teen parents, so they've already had sex. I mean, it's kind of like that old saying about closing the barn door after the horse has left, you know, kind of a thing. So that's one piece of it is, when you're talking about teen parents, I don't think that there's any way that you can, at this point they're having sex, they've already had sex, you need to think about, you know, what do we do to help them be more educated and informed about it. If you're talking about doing sex ed with kids that are at risk for being teen parents, or you know, with teenagers that aren't pregnant yet, or you don't know what their status is, there's a whole lot more to that. I mean, I think one piece is, you know, what is your relationship with that youth and what permission do you have from their parent? Because I'm not trying to tell you today to go out and talk to 11 and 12-year-olds about this without having their parents involved. So I don't want you to think that that's what this is about. But there is a lot of information that says that for kids, educating them about sex and having conversations, particularly if you do sex ed in a comprehensive way that talks about more than just sex, but also about healthy relationships, communication, refusal skills, you know, risky behaviors, that does not actually increase kids having sex. So, yes, right. So the 2 points she made is, you know, one is that it's like car insurance. It's insurance in case something happens. Car insurance doesn't encourage you to go out and get in a car accident, but it does help you be protected if something does happen. And then the second one is, kids are already getting this information. They're getting it from a million different sources. They're getting a lot of wrong information, and I thought your examples were great. Like you can't get an STD if you shower after sex. If you don't talk to them about these things, there's nobody to kind of correct that misinformation or to combat it. But again, I would say that the research does not suggest that talking about sex ed leads to kids having sex. I mean, it's pretty clearly laid out in the research that that's not the case. Yeah, so the other argument for having these conversations is that after sitting down with mom or dad or teacher, it's probably the least sexiest you've